a financial revenge story, told by Lucas Hale. My name is Lucas Hale. I'm 46 years old. I live in London, and for the past 18 years, I've worked as a senior risk and compliance analyst for one of Europe's largest private investment firms. My life was simple: numbers, systems, patterns, and Clara, my wife. Or at least, that's what I thought she was. It happened on a Thursday afternoon, 3:12 p.m. I was reviewing anomaly reports for a client's investment fund when my phone buzzed. A single message. Lucas, I've filed for divorce. Please don't contact me. I've taken what I deserve. I stared at it. No emotion, no fight, just a digital knife straight through the heart. 5 minutes later, another notification. £482,500 transferred to external account. Then another. Retirement funds. Joint investment accounts. The property liquidity fund we'd been saving for years. Clara wasn't just leaving me, she was wiping me out. But she forgot one thing. I built Hale Protocol, a real-time fraud detection system used by 40-plus hedge funds across the UK, and I had installed a private version for our household finances. Every transaction, every login, every anomaly, monitored and flagged. And Clara? She just triggered every tripwire I had. In 90 seconds, £1.2 million in assets were frozen. The system didn't panic. It didn't plead. It just acted. Clara had planned her escape with surgical precision. She just didn't know she married the system. Have you ever trusted someone so much, only to discover they were planning your destruction? If this story feels too familiar, hit the like button. You're not alone. That night, I didn't eat. I didn't call her. I didn't even cry. I just sat in the house she was planning to abandon and watched the alerts. Transfer. Blocked. Offshore account in Belize. Flagged. Credit application in my name. Declined. Mortgage request. Denied. The system held. Friday morning, 11:30. The phone rang. It was Clara. Her voice was sharp, controlled, panicked. Lucas, my card isn't working. What's going on? What's your balance? I asked. Says 0. How can it be 0? I transferred. She stopped. Silence. What did you do? Nothing, I said calmly. The fraud detection protocols flagged unauthorized activity. Federal regulations require a review. How long? 5 to 7 business days, maybe longer. She hung up. I took a sip of my coffee and opened a new case file. What hurts more, the betrayal, or how calculated it was? If you've ever been blindsided by someone you trusted, leave a comment. Let's talk about it. Monday. My firm's compliance department flagged her name. She had used my old login credentials to access secure portals from our home IP. 3 dummy holding accounts. Clara wasn't just stealing, she was laundering. I filed a formal report with the Financial Conduct Authority. By Thursday, the case had escalated. This wasn't a divorce, it was a criminal investigation. 2 weeks later, the full picture came into focus. Clara had partnered with Dominic Wright, a deputy manager from her old firm. Together, they siphoned £2.8 million over 14 months from client reserves. They funneled it through our accounts, masking it as joint activity. She had forged my digital signature. My name was in it, but I hadn't touched a thing. The courtroom was quiet when I testified. I explained the protocols, the alerts, the logging system I had designed. Did you ever suspect your wife? The attorney asked. I trusted her, I said. The system didn't. If you're watching this and wondering how to protect yourself, don't wait. Build safeguards, in life and in love. Subscribe to hear more stories like this. The jury deliberated for 7 hours. Verdict: Guilty. All counts. Clara was sentenced to 14 years in prison. Dominic got 12. I didn't celebrate. I didn't smile. I just walked out. Alone. 3 months later, I sold the house. £645,000 net after fees. I moved to Edinburgh and took a teaching role in financial ethics. I begin every lecture the same way. Systems don't feel. People do. Build both wisely. Sometimes, I still receive letters from Clara. I'm sorry, I got lost in the money. I thought I could outsmart your system. I never replied. She wasn't writing to be forgiven. She was just confirming what I already knew. Her betrayal wasn't about love. It was about greed, about ego, about arrogance. And justice? Justice didn't come from rage. It came from data, from numbers, from a system that couldn't be manipulated by charm or lies. The Hale Protocol had saved dozens of companies. That year, it saved me. Sometimes all it takes is one system to stop a £1,000,000 mistake. Protect what matters, and trust the patterns. They never lie.